Hello and welcome to the Cowboy for Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast YCS Sydney Special. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Yugioh.
Hey.
And Ben from Nolan TCG.
I am this way.
And featured, maybe, by Kurt in parts.
He's going to giggle as he's watching the Minions movie.
So,
he's trying his hardest.
Can't tell if
his
his
face
red.
is as red as the back of his neck.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's red from the sunburn or from embarrassment. How was our YCSs, gentlemen?
Man, just jump straight into the fact that we're at a different venue because we're YCS.
I didn't mention that at all.
You didn't go, it's YCS week. It's YCS week.
I said it's the YCS special.
Yeah, but first time viewers will be like, where are these guys? They always record in a weird seedy hotel room? Nah, it's not that seedy.
No, this is the nicer one. You got upgraded. You bought the CD and got upgraded to nice.
Apparently we did.
This isn't a former brothel,
Yes.
which I'm almost convinced that's what we're at.
Yeah, our Airbnb is sketchy.
We're starting with me for YCS.
Yeah.
I did disastrously bad. It was like out by round 4. Was like, this is wonderful. But it gave me plenty of time to play Pokemon Go, which is I wasn't that disappointed. I was like, well, anyway.
The Unova tour was in fact
tap.
the Unova tour was on this weekend, so you had something else to do.
I
so
did.
That's nice.
A lot of grinding on that. Overall, like, I'm not terribly unhappy with my YCS. Like, I won all of my matchups against Rogue. Like, I only lost to Ryziel and Malice. And one Blue Eyes. One of Paul's friends. Those are my 4 losses. 2 different types of Ryziel, then a Malice. And then, I only made, like, one catastrophic mistake all weekend, and that was I, like, drew my hand. My opponent, like, caved to one hand trap and just ended on a Caesar pass, and I was like, I have won this game, and immediately played in and fucking lost. And I was like, cool. Critical misplay. Jake's too busy watching Minions over here.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I was like, are you maintaining eye contact with
No,
him?
he's
or,
watching
like,
the Minions.
I'm looking at him.
I haven't seen the start, so this is all new to me. But anyway,
They just killed the T-Rex off the volcano.
they're all very sad. But anyway,
Spoilers.
yes.
So that was how my YCS overall went. Beat Rogue, lost the meta, made one catastrophic mistake. Not super unhappy with how my weekend went.
Yeah, also bad-ish, I think. I had a great weekend with everyone.
That's what it's really about.
It was
The
a good
card
vibe.
games are a distraction.
On the videos that I don't know where we're going to put them or how we're going to put them, but we did note that venue was quite nice.
Yeah, venue was quite good.
Yes.
For the people that weren't aware, we usually are
That way.
No.
over there.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we had a view.
We don't have a view. I opened the window so you can see the view from outside of the YCS.
Yeah.
This is what you normally see from inside of the YCS.
Yeah, so we usually play here, but we got kicked out because of Kylie Minogue, Billie Eilish, and car racing.
Yes.
So we're 20 minutes down the road.
I don't know how they ever were like, guys confirmed, and then like a day later they were like, guys, anyone have any ideas of where else we could host this?
Well, they brought it up at the very beginning of the event, like it nearly wasn't an event. They nearly had to cancel the whole damn thing.
Look,
Seems unlikely. I feel like they could have just changed the dates.
I'm still on team we only moved it because the judges couldn't get hotels.
Maybe?
Yeah. I think they booked the venue and then went, fuck, we've booked the same venue as like all this other shit at the same time. Anyway, let's just figure it out. But that's just my opinion. I have that conspiracy theory going.
I was on Blue Eyes.
Yeah, back to Bragg's.
Yeah.
Bad, and there was a couple mistakes in there, but not that many. It's pretty hard to miss, like, it's a pretty simple deck, so it just doesn't have enough. I didn't think it had enough to take on Ryziel properly, or at least my version of it, without Flawless and Trap, Dominus,
Purge. Yeah.
Yeah, look, no Purges, like,
Purge good.
yeah, I should have picked them up. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm procrastinating it. Hopefully it's in Hopefully it's in Stampede. We do this every week. Well, by we I mean me. New one is called.
Is it not Stampede?
It is Stampede. Yes. I nearly bought Bonanza. Jake talked me out of it. The vendors were all a bit over the shop, but kind of cool to pick up some stuff here and there.
I mean, this, I guess, to interject on your week again, this is the first time where we've had like mass reprints and vendor access like this for...
Sorry to interject on your interjection of his week. It's time for Mulchami Market Watch, people.
That's a good point.
What a random place to do it. I'm
no.
I'm literally mid-sentence.
And hold it. Because Mulchamis are now being listed at $100 Australian because it's post-YCS and people are fire selling.
Yeah, which is good because I need a third. Well,
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
strictly speaking, I have a third because I stole Logan's before today's side events and I didn't tell him. So it's in my deck box.
Who caves? Who caves and tells him? Not me.
Well, he's not going to watch this. So, yeah. But anyway, back to my point, which is interrupting you. With all of the like rarity collections and all that kind of stuff, like they had so many of like the random like prismatic secrets, ultras, and stuff like that to sell. So like I was buying up a fair amount of those just to round out bits and pieces that I had before, because like we crack a few packs of locals, but like you're never going to get the right ones of what you like, and like people like different things. People like prismatic secret and they're wrong, but I ended up getting a bunch of the sets completed of the one rarity, which I was very happy about. Picked up a few other QCRs and stuff, but yeah, I think if the trend is to continue like that with these rarity collection reprint, like mass reprint things, then that will be a really good outlet to pick up those bits and pieces.
Yeah.
It might be different at bigger locals, I don't know. Anyway, back to your...
So having the vendors there, like so easy to like get, spot, and it was just a way better venue. So good that I kept playing even when I hit the X3 drop point and played out till I think it was 4-4 in the end. Which, yeah, that'll be it. Yeah, it was good. We had table space too.
The venue had so much space.
So since it was comfortable, it was good to just smash out some games.
My only criticism of the venue, those tables were pretty fucky.
Yeah, I think different tables.
Like, good to have big tables, but they were like big old tables with no tablecloth over the top, so like... I fucking got a splinter in my arm at some point.
They should have been clothed up.
Well, I suppose when they're hosting big events, they probably do cloth them up, and they probably asked if they want them clothed, and they're like, no, the players will put down mats, it'll be fine. It wasn't fine.
Yeah.
Still hurts.
Yeah. Wow. Now looking forward to... I'll play Blue Eyes for regionals, I think. I do like YCS though. It's just so good, but we'll see how it goes with the ban list. It is so good.
Can you splash them?
Into Blue Eyes?
Yeah, I'm not saying if you should, I'm just asking if you
splash
could.
Detonator, and if you use a metal tron. Which not finding them...
That'll come up in a minute.
Yeah, not finding them hurt too. I was like, oh, it's a good side card, but there's plenty of good cards. I could also just do Slayer or whatever. I didn't even run
There was a lot of metal tronuses for sale.
Yeah, I should have just gotten on board that train and played it too, because it was good.
Don't worry, it'll be in Stampede.
True.
Hopefully. My YCS. So the start of my YCS was going really well. Admittedly, I did verse two relatively easy matchups in the beginning in White Forest variants. The first one was Runic. The dude had literally played his first locals the week before and had been playing Master Duel beforehand.
Bro, I wish I got those
and
matchups.
was unfamiliar with what Malice did. So when he did his first banish off of thingy, it triggered a Dormouse, and he's like, okay. So that was that. The second game was again White Forest, but that one was Azamina lined up. He was one of the two people over the weekend that like irked me as an opponent, because I went to target something that wasn't targetable. I said, okay, I'll redeclare on a different target. He's like, nope, you can't. I was like, buddy, not how that works. He called the judge over, and then the judge was like, no, you just declare a different target. I was like, cool. Like, he was just a real dick about it.
Yeah.
Did you get a warning?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think, like, it's just sorry, I misunderstood. Like, nothing's changed in the game. What a
Yeah,
weird
it's not
thing
like
to-
I banished it
Yeah.
and then it's gone, like we've had to reverse the
Yeah.
game state. It's just like, oh, I didn't
weird.
know that I couldn't do that, so let me just work that out. Ended up winning that one. Of the matchups I had throughout the thing, I only versed Ryzie. I never had any mirror matches.
You didn't have any mirror matches?
No. Over the course of 2 days, I only played one other Malice player, and I don't know if I was the better player. I lost that game anyway, but I made a catastrophic misplay. So fucking, it was so bad.
I played
But yeah.
3 Ryzie mirrors.
I mean, Ryziel, despite the numbers that we're going to go into, Ryziel felt, to me at least,
There
like
was
it was the more
everywhere.
populous deck.
Yeah.
But anyway, so ended up going X3 by round 7 and dropped, because there really wasn't a lot of point going. There was like 1 round left, and I was like, oh, I'll just chill, I'll look at the vendors, I'll try and do Pokemon things, even though I'd run out of fucking Pokeballs by then.
That was an inconvenience of them not having a Pokestop close
Yeah.
enough to where we were, so I was like, cool.
Yeah, I kept having to
Running
walk.
low on resources here.
Yeah, I kept having to walk up to the other side of like the place
So
to
weird, 'cause
spin
we
both
want
the
an extra
stops.
statue too. Probably should have
Yeah.
submitted it.
Oh, the statue was submitted. It just wasn't close enough.
How wouldn't it be close enough?
I don't know.
That's
I have stops of the statue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I registered for the giant card as well. I lost in the 3rd round to the Malice player. The misplay was that I went for the Haggard play and banished one that I already banished.
Okay.
So then I had to use the extender, and then that extender got impulsed, and then I was just sitting on a Haggard, and I was like, the deck performed relatively well over the course of the weekend.
the minions have arrived in New York, just to give everyone an update.
The only issues I've found is that, like, towards the end of the day, I was hitting hands of, like, all disruption, no engine, or all engine, no disruption.
Yeah.
And, like, very little extenders either. So I was like, I would just hope that my Malice cards will resolve, otherwise I wasn't going to have a board. I activated Fualos twice. It got ashed once, and I didn't get any draws off the other because they stopped playing, which is an optimal result. But to this day, I've spent $300 on a hand trap that I have yet to get any benefit from, other than one person stopping their turn.
I felt real bad. I resolved it against a child in round 7. If he was 17, 18, I resolved it, and then he let me draw 5 cards, and I was like, buddy, I've just drawn double Imperm, Talons, Lightning Storm. You're not having fun.
So further to your point, Purge, very good card. Impulse, insane card. So glad to have cut the Fiendsmiths out to be able to put that in, because that card came in clutch.
I lost to a Fiendsmith version.
In the early rounds as well, I kept drawing hands of Imperm and Impulse, so I was able to hit something with the Imperm
And then
first
the
and then
pop.
do the destruction off of the...
God, it's disgusting.
Fucking insane. And yeah, I think that's all I really needed to bring up.
That's it?
I think so.
That's your month in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Well, it's my 2 days, but yes.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Jake went back for day
We're
2.
only 2 days in a month.
Kurt made day 2. He's on
Yay!
camera.
Yeah.
With Kriston?
Yeah. A little upset that I didn't make it past day 2,
It happens.
but that's next year.
He wanted to make day 3.
Don't we all?
It's hard to say whether, because obviously Christian gets hit real hard with Lancia. It's hard to say whether you'd have those problems if you weren't in the same format as Malice. Whether people would take...
I have a feeling if Malice and Razu are hit at all, or let's say Malice gets hit and it's not playable anymore, they're not going to
Please
play
no.
Lancia.
Mhm.
So I reckon Christian just goes free.
But then we start playing Nancy to stop Kriston.
Activate Abyss Dweller. Woo!
I mean, yeah,
Exactly. That is the other thing. They both need to die for Christian to be very, very good. Because you both have an in archetype. Well, Malice is making the deck hurt, and then you've got Ryziel there being like, oh, you're playing that, let me just make Duel up. So, but I was happy I made day 2.
But on to the, I guess, more formal results.
The minions are at the villain convention.
Well, I'm watching an advertisement for it in Orlando.
They're about to travel to Orlando. Sorry,
Mar-a-Lago.
they haven't made it there yet.
So, total number of players for the event was 896. Reason for this number, there was originally supposed to be more, but about 130 people bought tickets, but were only there for Edison. They thought that they had to buy a ticket in order to play the side events. So we would have had more. Well, actually, no, we would have known this number officially sooner.
Yep.
And that's why the start took so long, because they were deregistering all those people from the event.
I was wondering what that fucking line was for. So, like, they sat us all down, and then there was, like, a good solid 25 minutes where just people were just a line out in front of the judges' table. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, so it took us a really long time to get started. But yeah, like, this is the first time that our Time Wizard format has really, like, popped off like this. It's never been this popular, and it's never been this organised either. Usually it's just like, oh, we're running Time Wizard. Which one?
Yeah, normally they literally just go like, oh, we'll run it according to whoever shows up with the most amount of decks of that format.
Yeah, like, it shouldn't...
I think last year they did pre-declare that it was Edison.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was good, but still had a little bit of fuckiness.
I suppose now that the reprints of a lot of those crucial cards have come out, more people can get invested in the format without it being a big, like, fuck around.
Konami's backing Edison a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we have Edison day 1, Goat day 2, please?
We'll see how we go.
I haven't played Goat, so...
Although, the other thing is, too, they were attempting to give us a 3v3 as well, but because of the venue change, they were no longer to accommodate us for that.
With 800 people, I don't want to see 3v3. Oh,
It takes the same amount of time.
I know, but fuck.
And it was going to be the Friday. Like, it was only going to run on the Friday.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But look, it's not for everybody, sure, but it gives us some optimism that they're looking at us.
Oh.
Hi. Yeah, back to the numbers. So,
no coverage on
896, written coverage, but
Yeah.
that'll come out later.
Yeah.
896 players. So for the top 32, we have 9 Malice, 11 Ryziel, 3 Blue Eyes, 3 Mitsurugi, and then 1 of Crystron, Phantom Knights, White Forest, Bestial, Memento, and Mermail.
That, the Phantom Knight player is the guy that took Josh out. Yeah.
Why am I only hearing this now?
So Josh got taken out by the Phantom Knight player. Yeah.
How? Why?
Yeah, what does it do now?
Goblin Biker stuff?
Oh.
Maybe?
I think it was Fiend Smith.
No, yeah.
Fiend Smith Phantom Knight. Makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's cute.
Just overlay into the rank 3, do Fiend Smith combo, done.
So then in the finals, it was a Malice vs Ryziel face-off, with the eventual winner ending up being Ryziel. This guy also went 15-0 throughout the entire day, which is an insane result.
Very much so.
Oh, we're going to deck profile you.
Yeah.
Tune into your scenes channel. Burn. Got him. He's not here to defend himself. He's too busy watching the minions rob a bank. Update. That's where we're at in the movie.
So, moving on to
you can simulcast this and watch minions at the same time, and you can have the same experience as this very room.
Yeah, brain rot. Woo!
I should have time-coded it. Not doing it.
So, moving on to some other news. Just a quick one on Master Duel. So, 2 things going at the moment. They've got their Time Wizard format happening at the moment. The Edison? No, is it Goat or Edison?
It's Goatison. It's Goat, but it's not real Goat.
Yeah. Mainly because...
Just like their Edison, it's not real Edison.
No, I'm doing it
Well,
right.
there's a few different things that aren't in there, right? Like, I don't think...
It's November 2004.
No, yeah. But also, like, the erratas and, like, the card availability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll be fine. I'm still keen. I'll bash out some games.
I mean, it's only going to happen until tomorrow, so you got to do it like...
yeah, I'm doing it tonight.
Yeah. And then we've also got some new accessories. So this is a monster that got announced a little while back, Hinamatsuri. It's like a ritual zombie kind of deal.
Okay.
So we've got some sleeves of that and a field section of it.
The Grave and Banish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
thing.
Grave Banish. Grave
Yeah.
Banish.
But that's all that's happening in Master Duel at the moment. Now, moving on to some TCG news. We've had the first cards confirmed for the Maze of Masters. None of these are the TCG exclusive cards, annoyingly. It's just the cards that we kind of already knew we were getting. So the Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal, 7th Tachyon, Union Controller, Union Activation, and Trickstar Noble Angel.
All of these effectively confirmed as ultra rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the 7th.
It's QCR.
Yep.
They're just ultra upgrades. So all of these should be ultras with upgrades. Hopefully.
And then we also got the confirmation for the release of Duelists Advanced for the TCG. So this one is going to be coming out July 4th here.
Nice and early.
Did we get a pack art for this?
We did, but we...
No, that's them sampling the OCG announcement.
Okay.
It says coming soon.
True.
And then also in the disclaimers going, pack design may change. It's like, well, you don't even have it listed, so of course.
Yeah, name, design, and content subject to change. We're releasing with more information. Nothing really giving us anything.
No proper blurb about it. It's just...
They don't know what's in it.
What?
They still haven't started announcing what's in the set.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess because OCG's only gotten like 10 cards in.
No, the OCG haven't announced anything, have they? I thought they're still announcing the Yummy set.
It's the Goblinderberg.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Go-go-goes
The
and the
go-go-goes.
da-da-das.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go.
The Waste of Space.
And then we're also getting our Battles of Legend, this one being called the Monster Mayhem, that being released on June 13th. So a few different things with this one this time around. Firstly, we are getting the Ghibli arts of the cards. Chibi? I'm never sure how to pronounce that.
It starts
Chibi.
with a C. You should think
I
of Studio
can't
Ghibli.
read.
Studio Ghibli
Or Ghibli.
is the other stuff. This is Chibi.
Okay, I always kind of assumed that was the same thing. There you go.
Very different things.
Okay, so we have the Chibi artworks being reprinted here in the TCG. So the ones that they have given us, well, actually they've only given us Gauze, haven't they?
No, they gave us Gauze and Blue Eyes.
Gauze and Blue Eyes. But I imagine it'll be much the same as the ones that you guys got in Japan.
We're probably just getting those.
Yeah.
Literally just those.
Yep.
Which is curious because there's Rush Duel arts in there. Could we be getting Rush Duel released in this set? No, but I can hope.
But it's nice to think about.
Yeah,
secondly,
certainly
again, copying the OCG, we are getting the same emblazoned ultra rares that they got for their Trinity, Quarter Trinity Saga boxes for the Orcust, the Dragon Maid, and the Punk archetypes.
Yes.
So each of them will have their little emblem down in the text box, much like the 25th symbol
Not
for the
against
QTRs.
it, but I would also like them to be printed without. I'd rather just have the new Dragon Maid stuff without those logos so that they match the rest of the Dragon Maid stuff.
Well, we'll bring it up in
using
the...
those chibi sleeves as well. I was like, don't know what this means.
Be used for your chibi gauze.
So 51 emblazoned cards total. So it seems like they're going through the entire archetype and
Yes,
putting the symbols on everything.
Same as they did in the OCG. They'll print the entire archetypes.
Yep. And then, most excitingly, I guess for me at least, Starlights are coming back. A little bit different this time though. So rather than the small amount at a low percentage that they used to do, these are... How many did they say?
Every pack.
We're trivializing Starlights.
Yeah.
Woo! Drive down the value of those as well.
I'm sure I saw a number that they were giving us of how many we're getting.
Look, we all know they don't hit like they used to.
25. They're getting 25.
Yeah, so the same as what they have been for all the other sets, 25.
Yeah, so-
We're just
Yeah,
going to get
they're
25
just-
Starlights instead of 4.
Yeah. I remember it used to be 4.
Yeah, it is stupid.
I mean, I do prefer the foiling on Starlights over QCRs, but yeah, it does make them a lot less chase and a lot less expensive, which depending on your perspective is like fine, but if you're like buying stuff to sell on to make money, you're just going to have to do it a lot more because you have to hit the right ones.
Yeah.
So total number of cards in this set is 177.
God, why do they do this?
Well, you've got 53 just of the Trinity box.
Yes. You're printing
So you
3
take that away.
entire archetypes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so you got 52 of those. You've got all the chibi.
Which
So-
there's only like 10 chibis already done.
So yeah, that takes you down to what, like 110?
Yeah.
So, yeah, get into a normal set, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's a battles, which is normally like a 100 card set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember it used to be 60? It was great.
yeah.
So now,
Yeah.
for the other cards that you can expect to see in this set, we are getting cards for Necros, Gemnites, Durak, Fabled, Didi, Magistus, and a couple other notable reprints, which will be Primite Lordly Load and King of the Feral Imps.
Yeah, holo version of Feral Imps is pretty cool.
Yep, so no OTS ulti, more than likely.
Good. Good.
And, yeah, Lord Load, that's pretty far away. I imagine it won't even be a factor by then.
It's post. This is also releasing post WCQ.
Yeah.
So it'll be a nice post WCQ. Here's your reprint, guys. Play
Like-
Blue Eyes if you'd like to.
I want. Surely the value just goes down. Like, it's... Blue Eyes' tops have kind of shown that. It's not
It's
that good.
alright.
Well, it's still got tops, and like at the end of the day, it is Blue Eyes, and when you compare the
Dies to
ceiling,
Detonator.
it does, but most decks in the format die to Detonator.
Dies to Detonator.
You just got to out the detonator.
At least a good
Which
thing in Blue
all my
Eyes.
opponents had no problems with doing this weekend. They were all like, good thing I'm playing all these cards to out detonator. And I was like, you certainly are. Yeah.
I mean, Detonator is the threat of the format. Like, Malice, to a point, has like fairly easy ways to address it, but like
Yeah.
that's like an off-turn thing you can do. You just drop a Lancier on the Malice player, and they stop playing.
Yeah. Against Ryzie, let's just go first.
Like,
Side
yeah.
traps, off you go.
Exton in there's annoying too. All of it's annoying.
So, they are 5 card packs. Each pack has 1 secret, 1 emblazoned ultra from those 3 archetypes, and 3 other ultra rares. So 1 secret, 1 emblazoned card, and 3 ultras.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking
It's-
forward to it.
I'm fine with this set. Like, it's good to know when we're getting these cards, considering I thought we would maybe get them in a while, but now they're seemingly making our battle sets, these sets. And then they brought forward the other reprints? We haven't gotten confirmation for the other terminal reprints, have we? Like the Durak and everything?
That's in there.
That's in that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then yes.
Yeah.
Ignore what I said.
And then finally, we have the announcement of what the promo card for the release of Alliance Insight is going to be, and it's going to be the Regenesis Archfiend.
This is the like Dragon Linky card? I don't know. I saw this show up in a Blue Eyes list in the OCG and was like, what's this?
So they're all the big things that summon when you have something with 2,500 attack or defense on the board.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that
so
makes
that-
sense. Makes sense
so
why
yeah,
it's showing
it's
up in Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extender.
Big monster extenders. Yeah, so that wraps us up for news. Let's move on to some questions. If you weren't aware, we do have a Discord. Link is in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. Our first one this week comes to us. Oh Jesus! Comes to us from 6x6.
Oh yeah, there was no. To answer a question from a couple of weeks ago. Sorry, we're not doing any podcasts in front of people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a bit of an inconvenience.
yeah. People kept working in front of the camera when we did it at Oceanics. It was really annoying.
Yeah, also, we're like 15 minutes from the venue.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
don't have a convenient way to park because parking here costs $50, so it's a 20-minute walk to the car.
Plus, we are doing it relatively late, so people
Yes.
probably have gone home by now.
Also, we were playing Pokemon Go and no.
Yeah, if it wasn't on the same day as the tour, I would have been more
Yeah.
on the ball.
I also probably would have been at YCS a lot longer. Probably paid a little more seriously too.
Sorry, to interrupt the question.
Yeah.
It's okay. Our first one this week comes to us from 6r6. So, do you prefer to clean your kitchen countertop with a sponge, paper towel, cloth, or something else?
Disinfectant wipe.
Oh, like disposable ones.
Yeah, disposable disinfectant wipes.
Okay.
Sometimes I opt for the
Spray and paper towel.
not the paper towel, the blue cloth ones. The
Oh, the disposable blue
I'm a
cloths.
sucker for those. Like I'll do the wipe down on that and then. But yeah, for the most part, it is those disposable wipes.
We've got a microfiber cloth that we use. I hate sponges because people don't wring them out and let them dry. They just let them soak in water, and then they're smelly and disgusting.
Yes.
We're all pretty good with that. We don't have funky sponges.
No.
It gets to work. Like sometimes the sponge might end up in a pot, but we don't have funky sponges around.
Nah, not about the funky sponges.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't.
We also specifically have a little sponge drying rack.
Yes.
Sponge goes back in the drying rack, sponge dries.
Next question or questions are from Drew D. They are essays, so get comfortable.
Love it,
A few quick questions.
Already am.
Few quick questions. First off,
So
what do you
the Minions
consider?
are doing a musical number.
Okay, but it's on mute, so it doesn't matter.
There's a Yeti there.
First off, what do you consider a top? When I was playing a lot, if I was at a regionals, if you didn't get a top 8 mat, you didn't top. That said, now I've dipped a toe back in. I was surprised to learn that a lot of the newer players consider getting your invite as topping. That was something I didn't care about at all back then. What do you guys consider topping at events?
It's getting top 8 at a regional or top 32 at a YCS.
Whatever the top cut was, yeah.
Yes.
Like it can vary. Like
If you are given prizing for doing well at the event, you have topped the event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of that, to rewind a little bit, I bought... Oh, wait, no. I didn't pull it from my entry packs. But I pulled a Meows today. Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. I was very happy
I
about
pulled
that.
an LZ.
before the reprint.
Got it for sale if anyone wants it.
Yeah, I would, like, it is a bit annoying at the moment that they have sort of segregated and reduced the amount of people that actually get like the invite as such. So it does, I guess, change some people's benchmark of what a top is.
It's actually not like invites at regionals are 1 per 8 players. So if you get a big enough regional, typically you'll get more invites to go around. But prizing is still for top 8, so top 8 should be where it is. I had another point, but I forgot what it was. I would say topping an OTS champs doesn't count as topping an event. Like, it's an OTS champs, it's fucking locals.
Mm.
Yeah. You get an invite for it, but no.
I think if you win it, I think there's a certain stature to that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say you're topping.
Like, unless you're like plus
anything.
30 players and a bunch of people have travelled to it, it's like, nah.
Yeah, that's where you go. Oh yeah, I topped a 80-man OTS.
Yeah.
Like that might be what it's
Yes.
saying, but also, yeah. What's the next part?
Next question is, I'm slated to play my first event since 2018 or 2019 next weekend. It's Edison
This question should have been the other way around. It's the same.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's Edison format, north of 1k in prize support,
Yep.
and I've been told to expect 60 to 100 people. I've gone rogue with a Lightsworn Synchro deck. It's been testing well with my playgroup, but I need a real unbiased opinion of people who will tell me if it's ass.
I
suppose
kind
it's
of
a bit
thought
too
that
difficult.
was fringe meta. Sorry.
Yeah, I
A
suppose...
lot of people at our locals play that exact deck.
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of just what we like to play.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, I don't know, like, there's a few people that'll go out there and play, like, just whatever was considered the
Normal summon a gadget.
best. Was that considered the best deck at the time, though?
None of you guys can beat it.
We wouldn't know. You blew up the Edison locals.
I didn't blow up the Edison locals.
No,
the
no,
Edison
no.
locals killed itself.
No, Edison Locals is on the back burner until air conditioning shows up.
Hmm.
It'll be right. It'll be right.
But yeah, I suppose...
No, yeah, full send Lightsworn. That's fine. Like,
Well, he wants advice on the specific list, but it's like a whole thing. So
yeah,
maybe...
we'll get into the
Viewers,
detail.
go to the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comment on the list.
Yeah, in the It's not in the discussions, it's actually in questions.
It's actually in questions, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a rundown there. I see Kaya, so that's cool.
And then the last question is from Ragai. What's a bad deck you'd like to see get some support?
Oh, well,
Like, every bad deck gets support nowadays. The question is, what bad deck is good enough to get somewhat of support that will make it playable? Like Crystron. That was a bad deck that became playable. I don't know, Kurt's telling us something.
Yeah, Kurt's pointing at Pogo.
Why are they still going?
It's fine. They don't have to move. Just ignoring it.
Trying to think of a bad deck. Like, we have answered this question a few times, so I'm
Yes.
trying to think of a different
Yeah.
deck that I haven't said already. I would like appliances to get some support.
Oh, yeah.
More appliances?
Yeah, I want more appliances. It's 2025. There's so many different appliances now.
Yeah. Where's foot massage
Egg cooker.
spa thing?
Rice cooker.
Rice cooker,
Pressure cooker?
Ninja Creamy. I keep getting ads for Ninja Creamy. I want to see an appliance in Ninja Creamy.
What's a Ninja Creamy?
It makes ice cream.
Okay.
That'd be pretty cool.
Sure.
And yeah, then there's yummy support.
Crossover. Yes.
Only way to make... Wait, do they have a Link 1 in appliance?
Yeah, they've got several.
Yes, that's the whole point.
Oh,
Yeah.
It already has support.
we're cooking.
Jake just made a pun and he doesn't realize it.
No, I did.
Okay.
Thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching along, feel free to subscribe. If you are listening, feel free to favourite. Jump into our Discord, ask us some questions, and we'll catch you all next week. Peace.
Goodbye.